The Supreme Court of India has delivered a deeply emotional and historic verdict. In a first for the country, the court has allowed passive euthanasia for a 32-year-old man who has been in coma for nearly 13 years. His name is Harish Rana. The ruling comes after more than a decade of medical struggle and a painful legal battle by his parents. Rana's life changed forever in 2013. He was a young student then, described by the court as a bright boy with dreams and a future ahead of him. But a tragic fall from the fourth floor of his home caused catastrophic brain injuries. Since that day, he has remained in what doctors call a persistent vegetative state. For 13 long years, he has been unable to speak, move or respond to the world around him. He has survived only because of continuous medical care and support. The judgment was delivered by a bench of Justice J.B. Pardiwala and Justice K.V. Viswanathan. While reading the verdict, the judge reflected on the painful journey of the family. Medical reports placed before the court showed a harsh truth. There has been no improvement in Rana's condition in 13 years. Doctors confirmed that he remains completely dependent on others for survival. In such situation, the court said the key question is not whether death is better than life. The real question is whether continuing life-sustaining treatment truly serves the patient's best interest. If treatment only prolongs suffering without any hope of recovery, the court said, the law must recognize the dignity of the patient. The ruling also clarifies an important medical and legal issue. The court said clinically assisted nutrition, which keeps such patient alive, is a form of medical treatment. That means it can be withdrawn if expert medical boards conclude that there is no meaningful prospect of recovery. The decision draws strength from landmark judgment in Common Cause versus Union of India, where the Supreme Court recognized the right to die with dignity as part of the fundamental right to life under the Constitution. But the application of the principle has remained rare and complex. With this verdict, the court has laid down clearer conditions for withdrawing life-sustaining treatment. It said true principle must guide such decisions. The intervention must qualify as medical treatment and decision must be taken strictly in patient's best interest after a medical evaluation. For Harish Rana's parents, this movement comes after years of emotional trauma and difficult choices. For more than a decade, they watched their son remain trapped in silence with no sign of recovery. Their plea before the court was not about giving up on life, but about giving their son dignity after years of suffering. The Supreme Court's decision not allows them to withdraw medical support under strict medical supervision. The Supreme Court's decision now allows them to withdraw medical support under strict medical supervision. The ruling also marks a turning point in India's legal and ethical debate of The ruling also marks a turning point in India's legal and ethical debate on end-of-life care. It reminds the country that the right to life under Constitution also includes the right to die with dignity when hope of recovery no longer exists.